I tested some of the best open back headphones of 2025, and in this video, I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Sennheiser HD650. This delivers an excellent open sound that's perfect for critical listening, with outstanding mid-range accuracy and natural vocal reproduction. The comfort is great with the velour ear pads, though they leak quite a bit of sound like all open backs. I find them to be incredibly neutral and flat sounding, making them ideal for studio work, but they do lack some sub-bass which might disappoint bass heads. For their balanced sound and legendary status in the audio world, I'm putting these in good tier. Sennheiser HD800S. This is the pinnacle of analytical listening with an absolutely breathtaking soundstage that's wide and immersive. The 56mm ring radiator driver delivers incredible detail retrieval and reference-grade sound, though some might find them a bit too analytical for casual listening. While they need a good aim to really shine and come with a hefty price tag, the technical performance is simply unmatched. For their exceptional detail, imaging, and that holographic soundstage, these definitely deserve God tier. Sennheiser HD660S2. This brings some serious improvements over its predecessor with some thump and rumble in the bass department. The warm sound signature and exceptionally neutral mids make vocals and instruments sound incredibly natural, though there's a slight dip in the low treble that affects detail clarity. The 300 ohm impedance means you'll need a proper amp to drive these, but the improved bass response and overall tuning make them confident in placing these in great tier. Sennheiser HD560S. This is a ruthlessly revealing headphone with a neutral, reference-like sound signature that's perfect for analytical listening. The soundstage is impressively wide and the detailed retrieval is fantastic, especially considering the price point. While they might not be the most exciting for casual listening and the build feels a bit plasticky, the technical performance and comfort are outstanding. Given their incredible price-to-performance ratio and reference tuning, I'm putting these firmly in great tier. HIFIMAN HE400SE. This planar magnetic headphone offers incredible value with a fairly neutral sound profile and great bass accuracy. While it lacks some thump and rumble, the mid-range is well balanced, though there's a noticeable dip in the high mids that can make vocals sound a bit distant. I really love how it creates an immersive soundstage, but man, these things are power hungry. You'll need about 1000 mW to drive them properly. Not great for commuting or office use, since they leak sound like crazy. But for home listening, they're quite decent. I'm putting these in average tier. They're good for the price, but have some significant limitations. Beyerdynamic T1 3rd Gen. These cans come with a clean ballast, presentation, and excellent build quality with Alcantara headband and velour ear pads. The switch to 32 ohm impedance makes them so much easier to drive compared to previous generations, though you'll still want quality gear to make them shine. The soundstage is impressive and they handle all genres well with crisp, clear vocals. However, they're really not versatile enough for the price point, and while they're good, they don't quite justify their premium positioning. For me, that's an average tier placement. They're well made but don't offer enough value. HIFIMAN Arya. These headphones absolutely nail the neutral sound with just a touch of brightness, and the soundstage is incredibly wide and spacious. The comfort is top-notch with those big spacious ear cups, though at 460 grams they're not exactly lightweight. They're pretty demanding when it comes to power. That 94 decibel sensitivity means you'll need a proper amp to drive them. While they excel in almost every genre from rock to classical, they're definitely not portable or suitable for noisy environments. I'm placing these in good tier. They're fantastic performers, but the price and power requirements hold them back a bit. HIFIMAN Sundara. These planar magnetic cans are just crushing it in terms of value. The sound is incredibly well balanced with smooth flat mids and just enough brightness in these treble to add clarity without being harsh. They're easy enough to drive from most sources with their 32 ohm impedance, though they definitely benefit from an amp. The sound stage is wide and spacious, creating this amazing immersive experience that just makes music come alive. For what you're getting at this price point, it's honestly ridiculous. Definitely deserves that great tier placement. Beyerdynamic DT 1990 Pro. This headphone delivers an incredibly excited and open sound with exceptional build quality. The premium feel and sturdy construction really stand out, plus you get both analytical and balanced ear pads to customize your listening experience. While vocals and instruments are clear and present, those piercing sibilants can be a bit painful on bright tracks. Definitely not for everyone. I'm putting these in the great tier since they excel at professional use and critical listening, though that sharp treble hold them back from perfection. Sennheiser HD6XX. This thing has such a neutral, balanced sound that makes vocals and instruments shine with amazing clarity and detail. The soundstage feels natural, though not super wide, and that build quality with the metal headband is solid despite the mostly plastic construction. While the low bass is a bit lacking and they're not great for portable use, the price-to-performance ratio is incredible. For me, these land squarely in great tier. They're an audiophile favorite for a good reason. Audeze LCD-2. These planar magnetic headphones are absolute beasts when it comes to sound quality. The warm, rich sound signature combined with outstanding imaging performance and an excellently wide soundstage creates an incredibly immersive listening experience. Though they're quite heavy and bulky, the comfort level is surprisingly good for long sessions. The technical performance and sound quality are just mind-blowing, definitely putting these in the god tier despite their weight. Sennheiser HD490 Pro. This is a seriously impressive piece of kit with 2 different ear pad options for mixing and producing. The bass extension is remarkable for open backs, and the mids are beautifully balanced, though there's a slight lack of detail in the upper mids. I really appreciate how consistently it performs, even with glasses on, and the soundstage adds great depth to the sound. While it's not quite at the level of ultra-high-end audiophile cans, it's a fantastic all-rounder for studio work. I'm putting this in the great tier because it's just so versatile and well executed for professional use. Audio-Technica AKG R70x. This headphone really shines with its precise imaging capabilities and cohesive soundstage presentation. While the soundstage isn't particularly wide, it fills out the space between your ears perfectly, making it excellent for both critical listening and gaming. The warm sound signature adds a nice fullness to the audio, though you'll definitely need an amp to drive these 470 ohm beasts properly. For me, this lands solidly in good tier. It's a great performer that's held back only by its power requirements and somewhat limited soundstage width. AKG K702. This one's got an incredibly spacious soundstage that's almost too wide, sometimes making instruments sound disconnected from each other. The mid-range is vibrant and detailed, and the treble is impressively clear without being fatiguing. However, the bass is notably lean and the build quality feels a bit lagging for the price. While it's great for analytical listening in quiet environments, it's not versatile enough for everyday use. I'm placing this in the average tier because despite its impressive soundstage, its limitations are hard to ignore. Grado SR80x. This headphone packs a punchy musical performance with impressive detail for its price point. The soundstage is surprisingly good for an on-ear design with natural spacing and depth. The new braided cable and improved headband padding are nice touches, though comfort can still be an issue for some users. The open design means significant sound leakage, and there's practically zero isolation. Given its price-to-performance ratio but considering its limitations, I'm putting this in the average tier. It's good for what it is, but it's not competing with the big boys. HIFIMAN Edition XS. This is just a phenomenal value proposition with a massive soundstage that somehow keeps vocals feeling intimate and present. The planar magnetic drivers deliver punchy textured bass along with incredible detailed retrieval and an airy presentation that's truly impressive. While the bass might be its weakest attribute, the technical performance is nearly on par with a much more expensive Ananda, making it an absolute steal at $500. I'm putting this in God tier because it brings flagship level performance down to a mid-tier price point, and that's exactly what we want to see in this hobby. Beyerdynamic TYGR 300R. This is basically a smoothed out DT 990 Pro with better soundstage but slightly less detail. While it's great for gaming thanks to its lightweight design and good imaging, there's a noticeable bloat in the mid-bass that might turn off people who prefer flat headphones. The volume output is also surprisingly low compared to other gaming headsets, which can be an issue in louder environments. Given its decent but not outstanding performance and some notable limitations, I'm placing this one in average tier. It's good for gaming but doesn't excel enough in any area to rank higher. Grado SR325x. This headphone brings some seriously impressive punch and liveliness to the table and with ridiculously fast transients and engaging performance. The bass is surprisingly robust for a Grado, and the treble extends beautifully without getting harsh or sharp. What really impresses me is how it manages to deliver outstanding fluidity in its sound quality that you typically only find in headphones costing twice as much. Based on its exceptional performance and value proposition, I'm confidently placing this in the great tier. It's a fantastic all-rounder that punches well above its weight class. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the open back headphones for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.